Today on the channel for WWE Mattel Elite Series 107, we got a return to the line from the Alpha Academy. We got Otis.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel from Elite 107, we got the Alpha Academy's Otis. But for all your Otis needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what old Otis is up to here. And Otis, the return to the Elite line. It's been a long time since his heavy machinery days, his lunch pail days, hardworking man days. Now we're getting the Alpha Academy Otis. And Otis has always been a favorite of mine. I love how different he looks compared to the rest of the roster. We don't get a lot of big men in this day and age compared to, like, say, the 80s. So Otis definitely feels a little bit different than the average superstar. And I enjoy the Alpha Academy, always have. Always enjoyed Chad Gable all the way back to his NXT days. So I think it is a really, really good team there. We'll see where they end up going in the future, of course, with Maxine and Tozawa on the team now. Is it too much? I guess we'll find out in the future here. But Otis, we're all here for this one. And Otis looking good in the package there. A small new window, of course, that we've seen with the new packaging style. WWE logo. Otis, Elite, WWE, window box at the top. There's a good-looking, hard-working man right out of Wisconsin. Shout out to Wisconsin. I think I'm going up to Oshkosh, Wisconsin on the 18th of January. I think I'll be up there for work, actually. So come say hi, or don't. I don't know. Who knows? But Otis looking good right there. Elite logo down at the bottom. Otis on the side, and it's certified authentic, and he's got the Elite logo at the top as well. On the back, you got the tail of the tape, you got the blurb, you got the glamour shot, we got the cross-sell, and of course, we're unboxing every single one of these on the channel. At the end, we're going to unbox Grayson Waller Chase Edition, and we'll rate the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite. Let's see what it says about old Otis. Shortly, he was Otis. Remember that with the Maximum Male bottles? Glad that ended. Glad that ended. Shoosh, please. Alpha Academy is on the lookout for new recruits to join its #1 trainee, Otis, in its new high-level program. Thank you. There it is right there. And he is from Superior, Wisconsin. All Superior this time of year. 5'10", 330 pounds. The finisher, the dreaded Caterpillar. Watch out for that one. Always a dangerous move, as we do know, is the old Caterpillar. When I'm going to get him out of the package, I should probably cut the tape. Probably a good idea here. Cut through, maybe. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Background, little red background. See you later, goodbye. A little spin on it. And oh, we got the McFarlane twist ties. There it is, old Otis. Looking good. Gotten a reuse out of this one, but it's time. It's time to get some reuse out of Otis here. And I do love the extra hair. We're going to talk about all these accessories, all this kind of stuff here shortly. Once I do get him out of the package, of course. Hands, oh my gosh, then the twist ties. Not just for McFarlane toys anymore. You know what? I think I can get through. There it is. They were loose. See you later. They weren't very tight twist ties for some reason, which is interesting, but is what it is right here. And boy, Otis feeling different, looking different. That's the way it goes, though, from time to time. And I do appreciate, though, at the end of the day, a different look. But we'll dive into this. Let's start with these hands first here. Now, we get two splayed out hands. I think we've got that with the Otis Elites in the past. Get him here again. We got two fists of Otis Fury. If we need to throw down some hard-working man hands, we got those for old Otis. And then, of course, two gripping hands as well. So playing a lot of hand hits right here. But now we're going to dive into Otis. We're going to dive into the head, which usually we say, hey, we got multiple head sculpts. This time, multiple hair sculpts. Now, we've seen this with the Usos more recently here. And now we get it once again for Otis. So we could choose our own Otis hair adventure here right at the table today. Let's dive into Otis here. Of course, first thing you notice, that big bushy beard. Looking good. Looks like Otis's beard to me. He's got two eyes, a nose. 2 ears, who'd have thought? He's got that going on. A little bit squinty in the eye department there, but it does look like Otis, and he's got that patented Otis kind of mouth look to him going here, so it does look really, really good. Looks like Otis. You got some interesting hair, of course, brown. I guess I wouldn't call this long. I wouldn't necessarily call it short, somewhere in the middle, I guess, but the hair does just pop right off very easily. The one thing I do like is the hair, it's not super easy to get off, because that would be super annoying if this just popped off when you were playing with him, turning him around, moving him or something. We don't have that. But then you get the second head or hair sculpt. Going to be hard to get used to that. It's a little bit more, almost a little bit more mullet. It's not terribly different. I guess this has a little bit bangs down in the front. This one does not. This one's a little bit longer in the back. A little bit more slicked back, I guess I would say there. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite between the two. Similar but different is what they are. I mean, it's not a drastic difference between the two. I don't know. It's interesting that they gave us hair pieces instead of head sculpts. I don't know. I don't know which one. I guess either or really works for me. I don't really have a preference. So if I only would have had one, I probably would have been okay with things. But it is what it is. Choose your own hair adventure at the end of the day. It's not a bad piece of business if you ask me. But then we get old Otis here. Now, first thing you notice here outside of the head, of course, is Shoosh Alpha Academy on the front. Of course, the zipper. Yeah, zipper. No, Velcro. Just second to magnets, Velcro back here. You get Velcro on the shirt. Soft goods shirt, always do appreciate that. And of course, big body style on Otis right here. Very big body style. He does got the singlet underneath, which is always nice. And just pull that off real easily here. Got that singlet here underneath. He's ready to wrestle. I always do prefer Otis in a singlet. It feels weird even saying that. I prefer my Otis in a singlet over just tights, but I do. I think he looks better in a singlet. I think it looks more wrestling official. I don't know. Choose your own adventure there, I guess, on your Otis attires as well. Got the white wrist tape going on here, looking nice. I love the blue, black, gold, all the colors in the singlet looking nice as well. He does got those Otis knee pads that are sculpted in. They're not like our normal removable knee pads going on here. We've seen that with prior Otis Elites. And then he's got some red shoes. I guess they look like wrestling shoes. Kind of wrestling shoes on steroids is what they look like. Big fin on the back in red, but the red and black attack running pretty strong over there. Articulation, arm's going to go all the way around for us. We do get side to side at the bicep. Double jointed pinless elbows for Otis for the first time. Talked about the hands, hand removable, back forth, side to side. No ab crunch on this one. You get the hula hoop O'Doom for Otis right there, and then you get a waist articulation. Big old Otis splits, that's about probably right. You do get the thigh cut, big old tree trunk legs on this one here. No pinless joints on the knees for Otis quite yet. But you do get double jointed knees, boot cut, ankles, back and forth a little bit. Not really a whole lot to write home about. Same thing with the up and down. So your usual Mattel ankle articulation here. Now, does he fit on a WWE Mattel ringside collectible stand? Always the test. Always the test out there. And Otis, once again, passes the test. Straight out of Wisconsin. Get this man some cheese curds. Let's take him to Culver's and treat him right. We'll get him some frozen custard for dessert. How about that? But Otis, not a bad one here. I'm here for this. We're working on completing that Alpha Academy. Nice to have these guys in matching gear. And there's always something special about getting a new tag team in your toy fed or your collection or on your display. It's always fun to have some of these tag teams. I'm a big tag team guy from the 80s, so I do enjoy stuff like this. Happy to have these guys in their matching gear. All is right in the world. Something like that. Something like that. But looking good right here together. But then we talked about the other Otises we've got over time. We got these two versions back there. Man, I forgot when he had that kind of long, stringy hair in the back. Boy, that was a long time ago. But very similar Otises. You got some reuse here. Of course, the bottom half primarily. But the top, pinless joints on this one. A little new feature for old Otis right here today at the channel. And the Alpha Academy running fast, running hard, running free like a young Rio right here at the table. But Otis gets a pass for me. Definitely a pickup. Definitely a welcome addition to the collection. But what say you out there in YouTube land? You picking up this Otis? Is it a pickup? Is it a pass? Is it a long game? Is it that dreaded no game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. 2 YouTube channels going every single day. And both those YouTube channels, you can get early access to all those videos, plus bonus content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it, over on the Patreon channel. Patreon, best way to support the YouTube channel, as you guys do know. You can also support channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the Alpha Academy, and especially Otis, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.